bit. But first up, our top story. It is day 2 of the 4-day G20 Sherpa meeting, which is underway in Udaipur. Now, green development, technological transformation, as well as women-led development were some of the key themes that were discussed at this meeting. So, Parikshit joins us now from Udaipur to fill us in with the latest that we know. Parikshit?
Well, yes, those discussions are taking place as we speak. We're right outside the Darbar Hall at Taj Fateh Prakash, where Sherpas from 43 countries, from international organizations like the Financial Stability Board, the ILO, the World Bank, the IMF, they're all discussing the global economic situation right now. And really, even though the G20 is not a security forum, everyone is thinking about the impact of the Russia-Ukraine war. It is squarely on the table. The economic impact of this from the side of the G7, they are very encouraged by the price cap. They all want the countries to understand that this is something that will reduce the ability of Russia to continue waging the war. And it is in the interest of countries like India. In fact, that is what the US Deputy NSA told us a short while back, that it is in very much India's interest to be able to drive a hard bargain with Russia on lower oil prices. At the same time, India is seeking a voice, a greater voice for emerging economies. Just to give you an example, here in Udaipur, there was a 2-hour-long meeting of emerging economies that took place late last evening, which went all beyond midnight. And the whole focus was how to make sure that the emerging economies, developing countries like India, can have a greater say on the decision-making of the G20 process, and not just make this about a G7 club. So that was a very important meeting. There is a discussion going on the oil price cap as well. We met the Argentinian Sherpa a short while back, and he said that, yes, they would like to discuss the impact of the war on energy, on food, fuel, fertilizers. They would discuss the G7 price cap with other nations, get their views on it as well. Several important tracks. There are 12 working groups, 13 engagement groups, and India is sharing its priorities, its views on each of the working groups. Themes such as sustainable development, women-led growth, technological transformation, lifestyle for environment, inclusive, resilient supply chains, multilateralism, food, fuel and security. All of this is on the table, and India is seeking views of all countries on that as well. You've got the Russian Sherpa, the Chinese Sherpa here as well.
All right, Parikshit. So the whole host of things on the agenda, and thanks for getting us up to speed.